Hi guys, this is Max. Welcome to my channel. I'm a massage therapist and a osteopath here in Barcelona. Today we have an interesting work on a sideline position, a position that I found really great to work the back, the neck and all the muscle around it. And right now guys, I have a Patreon, so it's Deep Tissue Lovers. I suggest you to go and check it. You will see extended version of the video with all the models you find here on YouTube and other models that you never seen before. So right now we are working on the neck and especially on the splenius capitis. That is a muscle that can really tense. It's actually a muscle that can find on the second layer under the traps. So it's a really deep muscle, so you got to go pretty deep when you work on it. So as you can see, I reach all the way into the skull because that's where the traps connect. Then I start working all the way into the glenohumeral joint, releasing this muscle with this really soft technique. I believe you don't have to go too hard, but you have to find a trigger point, and especially when you have a neck that is particularly tense, that carry a lot of stress, a lot of inflammation. You don't want to make it more inflamed. Or the client, the day after, is going to send you a message and say, what's happening? I feel worse than I was feeling when before I have a treatment with you. So you want to kind of work on the muscle and on what you find, and not go with a robotic mode, follow certain kind of rule. But, try to, maybe it's not the right word, but try to improvise what you find in front of you. Right now, I just did a technique called post-isometric relaxation. That is, you ask the client to activate the muscle. In this case, she was activating the traps, and then you ask them to relax. And you have that relaxation causing by the activation that you just had 10 seconds before. Now working on the rectus capitis, superior, a muscle that can create a lot of problem, a lot of tension. It's that muscle that when you touch on the back of the neck, you feel like it's really tense. It's like can give you vertigo, can give you headaches, and it's actually really hard to release. It needs some time, it needs some patience, and sometimes it is not enough one session. So right now I'm trying to create more space and break some adhesion just in the base of that skull, and I'm going down into the trap medium and into the rhomboid. As you can see, she just have a jump sign, so she feel that part that is really tight. So we need to work on that. And again, I'm trying to delineate all the perimeter of the trap and work every part of it, because every part is important, and because it's connected with a different joint, it will be affected differently. So as you can see here, we have an image of the anatomy image of the trap. It's a really big muscle, as you can see. It has a lot of connection. So mostly you find women with this muscle completely tense. It can be because of rounded shoulder position, because of the tension of the wall, because they stay in front of the screen for a long time. So they develop a lot of tension, and then they generally bring all the tension here in the neck, in the traps. Again, you can see how I try to move the neck to release the trigger point I just found. She was suffering a lot, so I'm being really gentle. You can go a little deeper, but I'm being really gentle and work really slow because she was feeling it a lot. So as I said, when you have this kind of inflammation, this kind of jump sign, you got to go easy. You can be a butcher, So Sometimes you probably want to use even some oil and just to give a relaxing massage to release the part. You can see some more work on the rhomboid. I was feeling that there was some tension down there in the rhomboid. Yes, this position is amazing, especially because you can work on a different part of the table. You can work from the front, you can work from the back, and even from the back. So I move my client so I can work on the longissimus capitis. I can work in a different position, and I can get some pressure on my client. I like this technique as a beginning on my session. It's a technique that allow me to go really deep into the tissue. So I use that just even as a test to see how much tension the client is carrying. And then, of course, I'm opening up all the muscle, and I'm giving a gentle rub on top of the trap. Try to allow the muscle just to fall into relaxation, just to fall into deep relaxation, into deep release. Now I start working on the well, what I'm doing is mostly technique to relax. I'm not really being specific right now. I mean, I'm always specific, but I'm just trying to release that tension that she's carrying, that all that energy repressed in that shoulder. And now I go all the way down into the lower trap, and I start working the rhomboid that are involved in around the shoulder. Sometimes they are like eccentrically loaded because of it. So we want to get rid of that tension into this point. So I like this position. It's allow me to really have control of the entire glenohumeral joint and the scapula. And I like to use the elbow that is the strongest tool that we have, because we can really carry a lot of weight on that little bone and really press deep. But remember, when you go deep, you need to be slow. If you go too fast, she's gonna jump and she's gonna hate you. So just go deep, but be slow and be in tune and in complete communication with your client. That's super important. Don't get carried away by the technique. Don't be carried away by the fact that you find the trigger point and you want to release it. You want to be always in a dance with your client. As you can see, it's slow, control, pressure. Slow and control. Slow and control. That's all you got to do. Be in control and be conscious of the pain that you're causing, because that pain eventually will be therapeutic pain. Then I had a rub after the pressing, and then some old releasing of the trap. Guys, I hope you like this video, and please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.